Hello, tubers. How are you doing today? Well, I hope you're having a good day, praying the rosary, getting closer to God, and following His ways, because Yahweh is the best way. Today, today I wanted to say to all you people that are listening to my videos, which aren't too many, but that's okay with me, is to laugh, to smile. Try to be happy, because this life is a very quick life. So don't take it so serious. And the ones that do take this life serious are the ones that kind of are frowning and complaining all the time. Now, my mom, who's elderly, she rarely ever laughs. Very rarely ever laughs. Which is sad. Very sad. This is a woman who lived really a charmed life. And she doesn't laugh. She barely cracks a smile. And it's not because she's financially hurting. No, she's doing pretty well. And her physically, she's fine. Her misery is basically all mental. And that's sad. It's real sad. And she's not the only one. Oh no. So one of my favorite sayings is that that you'll be dead a lot longer than you're alive. And that's true. Whether you live to 100 years old, 105 years old, it's nothing to the life that's coming next. So if you are sad, and that maybe if your life is not going the way it's going, for whatever reason, maybe it is because of a sickness, maybe because you're financially hurting, then turn it around. Focus on the life that's to come. Because in reality, that is the life that you need to concern yourself about. This one is a very quick life. I'm in my 50s, and the years went quick, really did. And I'm kind of astonished that I'm kind of towards the end of my life. But that's the facts. So when when I start hearing all these problems with the world, I say to myself, in another 30 or 40 more years, it's not going to make a difference to me. It's just a matter of time. So don't focus on things that you can't change. Focus on what really is important, which is laughter, community, love. Those are the things that really you're in charge of, right? My mom doesn't laugh. Now, that's her fault. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be rich to laugh. Even sick people. I've been sick. I would laugh. If something was funny, I would laugh. Of course, it's a little bit more difficult when you're suffering. So please, people, don't let the current situation affect your joy. I was listening to Jesse Duplantis one time, and he said, somebody asked him, said, Jesse, why are you so happy? And he said to him, years ago, I decided that I would be happy today. And I thought that was a great saying and a great mind frame. Decide to be happy. Decide to be joyful. Decide to give joy and love. Today I was walking, I had to do some errands, and I ran into a person who had no legs and no arms. Well, his arms are like, I don't know, he has no hands. He has no legs and no hands. And he sits in a wheelchair begging for money. And when I see him, I always give him money. And the man doesn't yell, doesn't scream. He just sits there, and he just waits for people to put money in his bag. So today I started talking to him, and I asked him, how do you get here? He said, well, I have a cousin that brings me here. And I thought to myself, that's nice. It's nice that he has somebody that could bring him there. So, how many people don't have a cousin to bring them anywhere? I don't have a cousin that's going to bring me anywhere. So in retrospect, he might be doing better than I, because he has people he can rely on, or at least a cousin, and probably other family members, and I really don't have that. So think about these things. Think about these things. I have a client who went through the Holocaust, the Holocaust back in the 30s, during Hitler times. And now she's in her 90s, and I sit down with her when I do her taxes and stuff of this nature, and she says to me, oh, it's so sad that the poor people in Mexico and all these third world countries are suffering. It's so sad. And I'm thinking to myself, because I go to third world countries when I do traveling, and I thought to myself, and I didn't want to argue with her, I said to myself, those same people that are poor in third world countries are saying to themselves, wow, it's a shame that old lady's all by herself. She has nobody to talk to. Now these poor people probably have, you see them with 2 kids, 3 kids, and it's a shack, but it's a husband and wife, and they're happy. It's not the money, it's the joy is from the family and togetherness. So who's right? Who's poor? Who's in need? The rich lady that's sitting in the condominium all by herself? Or a family that, the door half closes, but they have, 2 or 3 young children, and they're laughing and giggling, and husband and wife. Who is the ones with the lack? That's the question I have. So keep these things in mind. Focus on what's needed. Think about your future life, the next one. That one's critical, because that one's forever. This one is just, it's like this one is just a play. This life that we have here is we're just playing, because it's not for keeps, but the next one is for keeps. So don't get down on this particular life, because the one that you want to really hit a home run in is the next one. And that's why I do this channel. So that souls can go to heaven and be with God, Jesus, and the saints. Be in heaven for eternity. Because the alternative, that's the one that's real scary. So that's the message of today, people. I hope you liked it. Please get close to God. And as always, God bless.